The US dollar is going digital, and two crypto assets, XRP and XLM, are in the perfect position to power this trillion-dollar transformation. One is backed by banking giants. The other is championed by humanitarian finance. Both are ISO 20022 ready. But only one might become the heartbeat of America's new digital currency. XRP versus XLM. Countdown to the digital dollar 2030. Why the US needs a CBDC NOW. Over 130 countries are exploring central bank digital currencies. China has already launched its digital yuan across 200 million wallets. The EU, Singapore, Brazil, all moving forward. Meanwhile, the US remains cautious, yet increasingly pressured. Fact: the BIS, Bank for International Settlements, predicts over 24 CBDCs will be launched by 2030. The US can't afford to be left behind. The Fed needs a digital dollar that's secure, instant programmable, and interoperable with global systems. What is ISO 20022? Why only few cryptos qualify? ISO 20022 is the new global messaging standard for financial data that by 2025, every major bank, SWIFT system, and payment rail will migrate to it. In simple terms, it's like upgrading all banks to speak the same digital language globally. Only a handful of cryptocurrencies are ISO 20022 compliant: XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, IOTA, Quant, QNT. But XRP and XLM are leading because they're already used in real-world finance, not just testnets.xrp. The blockchain backbone for banks. XRP is the native token of the Ripple ecosystem. RippleNet's on-demand liquidity, ODL, system enables banks to transfer billions across borders within seconds. Over 100-plus banks and institutions use RippleNet or have piloted it. Think of XRP as the bridge currency for the world's financial institutions. It removes the need for Nostro-Vostro accounts and outdated SWIFT delays. Example: Santander using Ripple for Euro-USD corridors in 2023. Ripple partially won its case against the SEC, bringing clarity to XRP's legal standing. That moment unlocked US institutional interest that had been on pause. Ripple's federal involvement. Member of the Faster Payments Task Force, Fed-sponsored. Member of Digital Dollar Project Roundtables, partners with American Express, Bank of America. XLM. Stellar's mission for the masses. Stellar Lumens, or XLM, was created by Jed McCaleb, Ripple's co-founder. But unlike XRP, Stellar targets financial access for underserved populations. Focus areas: retail remittances, NGOs, and public sector programs. CBDCs for humanitarian efforts. Stellar milestones. Partnership with MoneyGram on off-ramps for USDC. Worked with Ukraine's central bank to test CBDC pilots. Testified before US Congress Financial Services Committee. Stellar's codebase is fast, lightweight, and public. This makes it ideal for a retail-focused CBDC, especially for stimulus, social aid, or small dollar payments. U.S. Partnerships. Regulatory positioning. Let's talk about who's working with whom. Ripple's US ties. Bank of America testing corridors. Ripple's recent acquisition of Medico, institutional custody provider. Official role in Digital Dollar Project workshops. Stellar's US ties. Partnered with Circle for USDC integrations with fintechs focused on public aid-supported CBDC design for USAID-funded programs. Both projects have influence, but Ripple appears more embedded with banking regulators, while Stellar appeals to retail use. XRP versus XLM, side-by-side comparison. Feature: XRP, XLM, network speed, 3 to 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Transaction fees, $0.0002, $0.00001. Target user: banks, institutions, retail consumers, NGOs. Regulatory clarity. Partial victory versus SEC in 2023. No SEC issue, but less US exposure. Developer activity. High Ripple-led. Community-based. Real-world use. Bank corridors, fintech pipelines. Peer remittances, public aid wallets. Real-world examples of XRP XLM in use. XRP use case. Tranglo. $12 billion processed via Ripple corridors in APAC, SBI, Japan. Cross-border transfers. Ripple's CBDC platform in pilot with 3 central banks. XLM use case. MoneyGram. On off-ramps in over 180 countries. Cowrie. Nigeria payment remittance for diaspora humanitarian CBDC tests with UN agencies. This isn't just theory. Both coins are live in real systems, but their use cases target different ends of the financial ladder. US digital dollar. What's really planned according to the Digital Dollar Project? Pilots will expand into 2026 with the goal of a limited deployment by 2028. The Fed's real-time system, FedNow, went live in 2023, setting the rails. But the Fed won't build everything from scratch. It will need existing blockchain infrastructure. Ripple is already being considered in these designs. Stellar 2. The question isn't if blockchain will power the dollar. It's which one will the Fed trust? Final verdict. XRP, XLM, or both in the race to power the US CBDC. XRP brings deep banking integration, regulatory clarity, and speed. XLM brings open access, humanitarian use, and simplicity. The digital dollar may ultimately use both, one for wholesale, the other for retail. What do you think? Will XRP win? Or will XLM surprise us all? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more deep crypto breakdowns. The next financial system is being built right now. Don't miss your entry point.